check. I have not done a live stream on YouTube in forever, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you can. Are the levels all right? Are they good? Are they great? Do you want to take them on a date? Every time I talk, it seems like we're getting audio louder from the music or from somewhere else. I don't know where it's coming from. What if we just don't have that what if we just don't have the background music for this one? How about that? How does that work? That seems to be like the best solution, so I guess that's what we're going with. No background music, guys. That's what's happening tonight. So with that being said, we are live. We are live for the first time in a very long time. Hi, my name is Kimchi Chris, and welcome to the surprise stream. Surprise KISSMas special edition coming at you from the Kimchi Mansion, coming at you from the Kimchi Castle, the Kimchi Palace, whatever you want to call it. I was working on the Christmas, KISSMas, Hanukkah, Passover extravaganza earlier, and I had these lights set up. I had the KISSMas tree back there. Spoiler alert, it was filmed here, not in the Kiss Corner. Whoa. And I decided to do this, go on here and hang out with you guys. I don't know if anyone's going to really show up with this last minuteness of it, but maybe somebody will. Let me know if you're out there, people. This was quite the task to get everything going tonight, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I haven't streamed on here in a long time. It's been I looked back, it's been almost a year. I mean, it was January for the 4-year stream anniversary, or the 4-year YouTube anniversary. I don't know what you want to call it. The YouTube anniversary of 4 years of Kimchi Chris Rock Bliss with Chris on YouTube was the last time I streamed. We did a big celebration for that, and with very little notice here, I'll be happy if 2 people show up tonight. I'll be happy if 2 people show up, and I see we have more than that right now. Even if you're just being a little quiet, come on, let me know you're out there. What's everybody looking forward to for Christmas? But I just wanted to get on here and hang out. Hi, Cam. How are you doing? Hi, Hanoi Bomb. That's a cool It's a cool name. Ack. Ack. That's a good one. But no, I'm excited to be on here. I really want to get back into streaming on here. And this one was intentionally kind of thrown up with no real prior promotion announcement. I announced it, I know, like 2 hours ago. So I think a lot of people are going to see this more on the VOD, which is fine. But I just wanted to get on here and hang out because I haven't done it in so long. I want to get back in the habit of getting on here and streaming, like, I don't know, once a month maybe. Once a month might be kind of cool on here. We're always live on the Twitch stream, which is a big deal. But that's, of course, video game content and such. So it's a little bit different, for sure. But it's still really fun. And I think that people should check it out. The link's below. But I'm very excited to be here and hanging out with you guys. You know, it's Peter Chris's birthday. It's Peter Chris's birthday. The Catman, the original Catman. It's his birthday. And that alone means that we need to be celebrating. We need to be reenacting scenes from his autobiography, you know, beating people up in the streets and just being crazy. But I don't think most people could survive that, so it's probably better that we don't do that. It's probably better that we don't do that. But how is everybody's Christmas season, your KISSMas season going? Hopefully it's going well. I was working on the KISSMas episode today. We're not doing a week of KISSMas like I had talked about just because it's too crazy. Even though we are doing the stream now, and we do have a new episode that hopefully we'll get the episode out on Wednesday is the goal. If not Wednesday, then Thursday, possibly Friday. But I don't want to do that because that's KISSMas Eve. So hopefully Wednesday, that's the goal. And if not, hopefully Thursday. Friday would be like last resort. It's all filmed. I've just got to edit it together. There's not a huge amount of editing, but there's a little bit more footage than normal. Spoiler alert too, I will say it's something that a lot of people have been asking for. It's one that people have been asking for. It's on a topic that people have been asking for, at the very least. And it's all about fan interaction on that one. About giving it to the people. Giving the people what they want. Giving it to people sounds kind of weird. But that's going to be out later this week, the KISSMas Special 2021. That'll be really fun. Maybe that'll be a new tradition where we always have at least one KISSMas special. But you know, we had KISSMas week a couple years back. I can't remember. Did we do anything last year? I don't know if we did. Last year was a weird year though, so I'm not counting it. I'm not counting last year at all as a year of anything. I'm not counting a year of anything. But we are going to be moving forward into 2022, and I am hoping to get things a little bit more active on here. A little bit more active. I don't know how active. I'm always very honest on that. I know that I was building up something pretty good on here when I was super active, and I've just, case in point here, I've somewhat destroyed it. You know, there's less people on this stream than there have been any of the others, but I'm not mad about that because I've done it to myself. 100. So moving forward, I kind of want to get it back up there. Get back up there. Do I think we'll ever be at the point where we're doing, you know, 8 or 9 videos a month like we were at the height of the pandemic? No, I don't think that'll ever happen. But I do think that we will get to the point of having, you know, possibly 1 video a month, something like that, or 2 videos a month, maybe 2 videos a month, something like that. Hey, what's going on, Cam? Hello, how are you, my friend? But yeah, we will get to that point, hopefully again next year. You know, no promises. This year was, I don't know, I feel like this year was even weirder than last year in some ways. I mean, obviously the death and destruction and terribleness is a little bit more subdued, but not completely. But this year things are, you know, they're in a better spot, and hopefully next year they'll be in an even better spot. That's all you can do. But it's a good thing to get back into these streams and get out there. You know, it's kind of like the Twitch ones. You got to go on there, and even if you only have like a handful of people, that's what it takes to kind of get back into the groove of keep getting them going again. And that's kind of what this is. You know, are we going to be on here for 3 hours tonight? Definitely not. We're going to be on here for a few minutes tonight, probably. But uh, it's exciting always to get to do these things because you know it's the best way to interact with everyone. Obviously, the comments are good for that. Instagram's good for that. I don't really respond to DMs anymore because they've gotten kind of weird on Instagram in some cases. But you know, if you send one that's like important enough, I might respond. I don't know. I kind of ignore most of the time at this point on that platform. I love Instagram. It's down below. And follow it on there. But same thing with Twitter, you know, which I have changed. I have changed the Twitter account, kind of. I mean, I had one dedicated for this channel, and I had my personal one that I also did the Twitch stuff on, everything, and the music stuff. But it got to being like a little bit too much, so now it's all just the personal one. It's the Kimchi Chris one, which is now what's linked at all the videos. Simply because it got to be too much having two accounts that were like not a whole lot, weren't a whole lot different. They were slightly different, but not a whole lot. They weren't different enough to keep going with, honestly. They weren't different enough to keep going with both of them. So it was important to kind of, you know, merge everything, form everything like Voltron together and get it going, you know. But we do have some cool stuff coming up. You know, we do have the 5 years of the channel coming up. That's real crazy. We also have, again, more integration than ever with the Twitch stream and the music and everything else. But what have you guys been up to recently? I want to know what some people have been up to. What has everyone been up to? How are you celebrating Peter Chris's birthday? He's, how old is he turning today? Turning pretty. I mean, he's not a young man anymore, right? We can have the power to pose. I have a computer in front of me. You know, I can figure out how old he turned today. He's not a young. Turned 76 today. 76 years young. I think good for his age. I would say I've seen some pictures of him recently and such because he had like that party and there were some people there. Kind of like a private thing, but some people were there on my Facebook feed and such. And he's like for his age, he really is. He seems happy. Do I think we'll ever get that rock record from him that he's promised for years that supposedly John 5 and some other people have worked on? I don't think we'll ever get that. If it was actually finished, fortunately, it might not get released until he passes away, but I hope he lives forever. So do I think we'll get that at any time soon? Probably not. Probably not at all. But we need to be happy he's still here. Happy he's still here. I mean, he's not a young man. When people, you know, they shout crazy back in the hottest band in the land, Kiss, and you know, I don't think anybody would ever be mad at him being back in the band, but I get why he's not there. He's not a young man anymore. So it's kind of hard probably for him to be on the road and be tempted by all the crazy stuff. I don't know how tempting that stuff would even be to him at this point. I know he's older, but I feel he's probably like, you know, I feel when you get older, some of that stuff gets a little bit less crazy. You know, you're not going to be messing around with the illicit stuff as much. I don't think you are. So I don't know that he would. Jeff, what's going on, my friend? Are you upset that KISS canceled the Las Vegas shows? No, not really. Just to be honest, I wasn't going to go to any of them. You know, I think it's upsetting that they weren't selling well, of course, because anytime something doesn't sell well like that, it's you know, somewhat indicative of the band overall. But I don't know that it was necessarily that. I mean, I think, you know, the world is still recovering / still in battle mode from everything for the last 2 years. And I think a lot of people realize that going to Vegas on New Year's Eve doesn't sound like a smart idea. So it's disappointing. Sure, it sure is. But, you know, does it disappoint me? I don't really care. I mean, we all know we weren't going to get anything unique out of those shows. If you're going to them, I'm sure it's a bummer that you didn't get to go. You know, but most of the shows weren't selling super well. I'm not surprised. I think they'll do a Vegas residency again at some point, though. In all honesty, they do. Everything is kind of pointing in that direction. I mean, what do both Gene and Paul live in Vegas now? And maybe, well, I know Bruce does as well, right? Not that he's in the band, I guess, but I don't know. It kind of points to post end of the road, something in Vegas. Gene's opening that Kiss museum supposedly there soon. There's Kiss mini golf there. Make a little Kiss City there, a little Kiss City in Vegas. Not Vegas anymore. It's Kissland. So I think something is lining up for that. So I think there'll be another one. Crazy Nights was a good album. That here's the thing. I don't hate any Kiss album. Crazy Nights is probably either my second to least favorite or least favorite. It's always a battle between that and Hot in the Shade as to which one I dislike the most. But I don't hate either of them necessarily. I mean, that's where it is when it's your favorite band ever. You don't really hate anything they do. And some people would argue otherwise on that. I know there are some Kiss fans that are very vindictive and very much hate some of the things that they have done. And I wouldn't even say I hate either of those. They're just, I don't know. Crazy Nights is a little bit overproduced. I know what they were going for. A bit overproduced. A little too much keyboards. Or a little too many keyboards. The thing is, though, about Crazy Nights is, on Crazy Nights, the Paul songs are generally pretty good. Songs, generally pretty not good. Can you imagine if Gina tried to make a solo album around that time? I can't imagine it would have been good. And it's the same thing on Hot in the Shade. Like, if you had taken all of the good Paul songs from Crazy Nights and Hot in the Shade and combined them into one album with, like, some production that's different than either of those because they both have bad production, you might have a pretty cool record, honestly. Throw a few, like, extra keyboards on the Hot in the Shade stuff, but take a few off the Crazy Nights. Might have a pretty good record. A Kiss theme park in Vegas. Thomas, what's going on, my friend? Interesting. Yeah, a Kiss theme park in Vegas. That would get me to go to Vegas. I mean, just to be fair. Could a Kiss theme park succeed? I think, there's Dollywood, obviously in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I think the biggest thing that you would have to do if you wanted a Kiss theme park to succeed would kind of be like the Dollywood route. And what I mean by that is it's in the title, of course, right? Kiss World or whatever. Maybe that's why they called that album that. And when you go there, you would need to you would know that it was Kiss. Like, it would make perfect sense. But have it not be the only focal point there. Have it where people can go that are not huge Kiss fans and still have a good time. That's what you would need. Dollywood meets Kiss, basically. Because Dollywood's very successful. And of course, the difference there, too, is that Dolly Parton is, for her genre, like top 5 in the entire world. And I don't know that Kiss falls into that category for rock bands as far as popularity goes. All of us love them, and they're all of our favorite bands. But in the world, top 5 rock bands ever, I don't know that they do as far as popularity goes. Don't know that they do. Dressed to Kill is a top pick, Hanoi. Yeah, Dressed to Kill is a great record. It's part of the holy trinity of the first 6. Technically the first 3 for that one, but 6. Where it would rank, I don't know where it would rank on those, though, for me. I always go back. Love Gun and Higher Than Hell are always the 2 I go for as, like, my... But maybe Dressed to Kill would be after those. Certainly like it better than Rock and Roll Over or Destroyer. And some people think it's weird because I've never been huge on Rock and Roll Over. They think that's weird. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I just feel it's not as unique as some of the. Personally, you think they should do a monthly show like they did with Kiss 2000 Goodbye. Do a monthly. Oh, so do like a monthly streamed show. That could be pretty cool. But of course, if they do it like Kiss 2020 Goodbye, if they do these VIP things with all this merchandise and all these extras, they have to actually send it out to the people that purchased it. I don't know if everybody in the chat here knows, but all the people that bought those real expensive packages for Kiss 2020 Goodbye, the ones that were like, those were not cheap packages. I think one of them was up to like $1,000. They have not sent any of that merch out. And here we are a year. Did people think they were going to get it immediately? I assume not. Do supply chains and the way the world is right now factor into this? Definitely. But seriously, year later? Wow. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. What that is. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how they're doing that. Like, I don't. I'm sure there's something in fine print to prevent this, but I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to sue them or something yet. You know, like I spent my money on you. Where's my stuff? I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to do that. Maybe someone has. Maybe someone has. I don't know. Maybe someone has just destroyed them financially. I don't think that's possible. But, you know, it's one of those things where it's just you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen, but you would think if they'd spend $1,000, they could at least do something for those people. They need to give them some extra stuff if they ever actually get their stuff to them. It's insane how bad their merchandise is ran. So there was the whole debacle, too, about, like, the Destroyer 45th anniversary. If you guys were keeping up on that, the people that ordered directly through KISS's site didn't get the stuff for, like, a while. You know, that's just a nice way to say it. I ordered my box set through Amazon, and I was, funny enough, going to do a live stream and unbox it the day it came out if I got it, and I did get it, but the thing was destroyed. See what it did there. But no, the edges, like, there was zero packaging in the box, and it was all, like, crushed on each side, so I had to send it back, and I eventually got a replacement, and it's awesome. But I didn't worry about doing a live stream or anything like that at that point because everyone else had opened it up. I'm not going to do an unboxing of it. I am going to do a 2 or 3 months after the fact type video because a lot of people were more hysterical about not getting their products than they were about the product. But I did order the colored vinyl version from Kiss Online, and guess what? It took forever to get here. So I did experience the delays. Just luckily I didn't order everything from them. I ordered the box set itself from Amazon because A, it was cheaper. Number 2, not to be consistent, free shipping, and number Z, when it was damaged, it was quicker to get 2 copies to my house than it was to get Kiss's website. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. You would think the band would get priority. You would think those hardcore fans that pre-ordered it the day it was live on Kiss Online would get priority over the idiots such as myself that ordered it a week before it came out on Amazon. But that's not what happened. Thanks, Kiss. I know I'm over here to talk about the negatives, though, but that box set is amazing. I just wish Amazon had put any shipping in the first round of it, but they didn't. And when I sent them the return requests, what have you, back, I said, second time, you've got to package this thing, or I'm going to want a full refund. And guess what? The second time they packaged it correctly. Also around that time, a video game I had ordered that came in a kind of cardboard box situation, it got destroyed in the mail. I had to get another one for that. It was getting pretty silly there for a couple days over on Amazon with their bad shipping methods. But it is Amazon. We all have Prime. We're all just going to whatever it is, we're all just gonna accept it. We're gonna continue to have Prime. We're gonna continue to watch stuff on the video service, get our free shipping, our quick shipping. I have a last minute KISSMas present coming for somebody in the mail, and I hope it doesn't get crushed or destroyed because it's last minute, the very last minute one, and I just hope that I get it, on time. Hope I get it on time. And by on time, I mean Christmas. That's when I hope I get it by because, you got to have it by Christmas. That's the whole point of Christmas presents, right? Is to have it by Christmas. I'm literally like, should I check on it right now? But it's last minute. It's one of those things that you just don't know. Has anyone had any issues with that? Similar? Like, have things been harder to get in the mail for most of you currently? Have you had issues getting stuff in the mail? I've had issues getting stuff in the mail. I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm probably not the only one, actually. I actually have a package that's coming from Japan that's supposed to be here. Like, it was supposed to be here yesterday, which is like, would have been pretty quick, but it still says on FedEx that it's quote unquote expected to be here yesterday. So I hope it's not lost. It's coming from Japan. It's very expensive. Very expensive. I had to pay extra on shipping last minute because CD Japan didn't know how much records weigh apparently when I ordered it the first time. So it better not get lost or broke because it's expensive. The entire vinyl collection of Tokyo Jihen, aka Tokyo Incidents, aka Sheena Ringo's rock, jazz, fusion. Love them. They re-released everything on vinyl recently, and I ordered every one of them. I hope it gets here. They're already sold out. I don't even know if they could replace it if it did get broken. I don't even want to know what it would cost to ship it back too. I know this is controversial, but I think The Elder is a good record, and do you want the new Elder stuff? Yeah, well, I think it's a good record too. I think it's better than the ones I mentioned earlier as being my least favorite, Hot in the Shade and Crazy Nights. I do. I wouldn't mind getting some of that new Elder stuff. That one picture disc that was like $150 would have been cool to have. Like visually, it was great, but it was $150, and then a lot of people got their orders canceled. So I didn't worry about that one. I don't know. The picture disc isn't great. I like that colored version a little bit better that's available from the German version of it, but I'm not even going to mess with ordering it, I don't think, because I've heard people are having issues with that too. So with the Elder stuff, I probably will order that picture disc that's from Kiss Online at some point. I haven't ordered it yet. I need to order the Rock and Roll Over picture disc as well. Those are cool. It just bugs me that nothing's consistent right now. They've been putting out all these different color variants of the vinyl, and now they're doing picture discs. Like, get on one page. I want a complete collection that all matches. I want it to match a lot. Yeah, is that the Mel stuff? What's the most odd Kiss song for you? Mine would be Gene's cover of When You Wish Upon a Star. That's a good contender for an odd Kiss song. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you think about Gene. It kind of makes sense, but that's a pretty odd one. What's an odd one? An odd Kiss song? That's a good question, Bryson Link. That's a very good question. Odd Kiss song. Let me put my finger. Everyone that's in the chat, what do you consider an odd Kiss song, but that you like? One that's good. Good one. Like Great Expectations is kind of weird, but I don't really like that one. That's like definitely my least favorite song on Destroyer. Or no, you didn't say favorite. You just said most odd. So yeah, Great Expectations is pretty weird too. If we can count solo stuff, I would say Speedball Gemma. You always have to say it that way because Vinny put 2 M's at the end. That's a pretty odd one. Oh, actually, you know what? It's Peter Criss's birthday. The entire One for All record is pretty odd. That's a nice way to put it. I don't want to talk ill of the guy on his birthday, but it's pretty odd. It's pretty odd that it was released in that state. Pretty odd indeed. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. The Mel is messed up. Yeah, the Mel's pretty messed up. But I've gotten everything. At least. I've gotten everything, and that's a good thing. I've completely halted doing eBay sales though during this month for myself. I do a little bit of reselling and flipping on there and such. Something a lot of people don't know about me. And as well as just selling things around my house, like, because I'm a collector like all of you guys, and I collect records and like video games and stuff like that. And I collect these things. I never sell any of the Kiss items. There's things I sell that like something goes up in value, and it's a record I paid $20 for, and I'm like, oh, it's worth $200 now. There's a good chance I'm gonna sell it, honestly. I'm a vinyl collector, but like my collection doesn't have as many giant expensive things because of that. One of the biggest ones, like all that Jack White stuff that was coming out from Third Man Records with the vault sets and all that stuff. I had all of those things, like the first like 2 years of all the vault sets, and they went up in value quite a bit. And years back, I sold all that junk. Made out like a bandit. Bought a new computer with some of that money. Some of it. That's how much I was getting. It was a lot. A whole lot. Back in the Wild Wild West days of eBay, where things were even a little less strict on there, I guess you would say. They're a lot more, and they take a bigger cut now, so it's like you gotta be way more strategic when you're on there now. I don't like it. I liked the Wild Wild West version. Will Smith would say. Great Expectations. Yeah. Least favorite Kiss song. Oh, man. Least favorite Kiss song. Maybe Boomerang is pretty bad on Hot in the Shade. I remember the Pot of Thunder episode was pretty funny when they ripped that apart. That's a pretty terrible song. Read My Body is a terrible song, but it brings me joy because it's not very good. But Boomerang is just straight up bad. It's not a good song. I feel bad saying that. I think Bruce Kulick is proud of that song. The drumming is okay on it. That's the only positive I can say. That might be my least favorite. Does Fanfare count on Music from the Elders? That's not even really a song. So I think that yeah, Boomerang might be my least favorite. Actually, actually, you know what? No, I hate to speak ill of the guy on his birthday. I finally found my way to you, Peter Chris, on Psycho Circus. Might be the worst Kiss song, actually. I love Psycho Circus. It's one of my favorite records. I will defend it to my grave. That is arguably the worst Kiss song. Obviously, it's subjective, but it might be the worst one. Would like to see Kiss put out an Alive box set similar to Motorhead did with No Sleep Till Hammersmith set. I don't expect Gene and Paul to do that. Yeah, well, that set was pretty cool. Like, I didn't get that one, but I know what you're talking about because I considered getting it, and I like Motorhead. I'm a Motorhead fan, but I'm not like a gigantic diehard one. But I considered getting that box set because it was really cool. And they also did a really cool one for Ace of Spades, and they've done like less deluxe versions of like Overkill and all that stuff. And they're really doing their expanded and deluxe and re-release versions right. They're doing them the way you should. Which, hey, I can't hate on Kiss for the 45th anniversary of Destroy or the version of that. That's pretty much done well. I mean, the only point of some contingency is that the expensive box set is just for the CD versions. It doesn't come with the vinyl. Aren't fans of that. Kind of fall into that camp, but it would have been a lot more expensive with the vinyl. So I get it both ways. The Metallica box sets, that's how Kiss need to do their box sets. I'm not even a big Metallica fan like at all, and don't hate me for that. I know a lot of people love them. I've just never been into them. They are by far my least favorite of the big four. My favorite would be Slayer. Slayer's number 1. Anthrax number 2. Megadeth's number 3, and Metallica would be last. Well, how do all you guys rank the big four? I'm curious. But Metallica treat their fans right. Those 40th anniversary sets they did recently, as in like 2 days ago or whatever, did a lot of deep cuts and stuff that had never been played. They treat their fans right. I wish Kiss would do that. I really do. I really do. Your least favorite would be Dirty Lovin'. Oh, Dirty Livin'. What? Really? I've never heard anyone say they dislike that song. But it's funny that we're all talking about least favorite Kiss songs, and unfortunately 2 Peter Criss ones have come up. I love Dirty Livin', man. That's a good song. It's got a bit of a disco tinge. I won't say it doesn't, but I don't know. I think it works for the subject matter. Disco and illicit material dealing go hand in hand to me. Like all that Studio 76 or 70, whatever that studio was. I don't know. I'm too young to know about that. Mr. Blackwell. You don't like Mr. Black? I like Mr. Blackwell. I think that's a cool song. It has a cool groove. And it's just so Gene. I know he has the character of Mr. Blackwell, but like it feels like it's Gene telling you all of those things. Do what I want. I mean, it just sounds like it's Gene. Kiss would go on without Paul, even Gene. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if that'll happen. I mean, I know they've talked about that happening for years, but I don't know if it will. I don't know if it does. They're not going to play arenas. It's just not going to happen. Look at any band that has no original members at this point. None of them are playing arenas, and Kiss will be no different if that happens. It'll be more of the officially sanctioned Kiss tribute band. They also won't be able to charge, $300 for front row tickets either, like they do currently. Or no, not $300. That would be a deal. The front row tickets are $1,000 on this last tour, but a couple rows back they get down to $300. But that won't be able to happen if there's no original members. I can promise you that. People have said before that they think that it would be possible because they also have said that about Gwar, and they've said that about Slipknot in particular, those two, because of the masks and costume stuff. I think it's going to be the same thing with them. You got to have someone original. You got to have the voice or the guitar, or the songwriter. You got to have something. And I don't think people will buy that. I think there's a chance they could buy it with Gwar of all bands a little bit more, just because Gwar's not really about the music as much per se. I like Gwar's music, don't get me wrong, but I think they could maybe go on without it. Weirdly enough, I think if you got someone that, I think you could almost do it with Ghost maybe. We're still a long ways away from that with them, but I don't know that you could, because Tobias is like very well liked among the base. So I don't know if you'd be able to do that with them even. I don't know of any band that like you can really pull it off as far as costumes. But these bands that have 1 or 2 original members or no original members. Funny thing is, we don't think about it this way, but Heart, for example, doesn't have any original members at this point. Not a single one. I think Judas Priest falls in that category as well, but they have the classic members, ones that we care about a little bit more. That's how that goes. Do I like the Kiss box set from 2001? It's okay. I didn't buy it like right when it came out. I mean, that was pretty expensive for the age I was at that point, being a young little man. But I eventually got it down the road used. I got the guitar case, the big guitar case one, and the discs had never been opened inside, so it was kind of like getting a new one. And of course, it was at a discount and whatnot compared to the original price. I don't know what I paid for it. I don't remember what the original price is either. I don't know what it's worth currently. I assume it's out of print, so I assume it's worth some money. It's cool. Like, the unreleased stuff sounds good. The remasters of the songs we've already had a million times sounded good, but like, I've always thought box sets were like a weird thing, and they're also completely unnecessary in a lot of ways in 2021. Anything else? I know people hate streaming that are into classic rock and stuff, but surprise, surprise, it's the way of the future. Let's take that back. It's not the way of the future. It's the way of the present, and it's already the way of the past in some ways too. I don't think we're going to evolve past that, but it's been around for a while. But box sets are a weird thing to me because the target demographic for a box set generally is someone who's a hardcore fan of the band. Nobody's going to spend $100 on a box set if they're not a hardcore fan of the band, right? Well, why do they include all these songs that every hardcore fan's going to have already? Like, it's just mind-boggling. But at the same time, there might be someone that's like a little bit above casual, but not super hardcore, and that's I think that's really who those are for. But I don't know how many of those people exist. They're just gonna buy a couple greatest hits, maybe in a live set as well. Like, that Alive box set made sense to me. Throw all the Alives together, sell it for $40. Seemed like a good business proposition, and those sound really good. The remasters on those, so I get it. Slayer. So, Kiss posters, ranking of the big four: Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax, and Megadeth in that order. See, we have not completely opposite order there, but somewhat. I mean, Metallica's at the bottom for me. I just never got into Metallica. I don't like James Hetfield's voice. I don't. I don't like it. I think that Kirk is like a really good guitarist, but he seems like a cool guy. I'd like to hang out with him. He's into the horror movie stuff, you know. But he seems like a really cool guy, actually. Like the coolest dad around. But I was never into James Hetfield's voice. I just never was. Have you seen the Scooby-Doo and Kiss movie? And if you did you like it? In my other videos, if you look in the background, you'll see that Blu-ray on display at the Kiss corner. And so yes, I have seen it, and yes, I thought it was good. I watched it maybe twice around when it came out. I haven't watched it super recently, so I don't remember a lot about it. Maybe I should go back and watch it. You for this channel, that might be an episode. It's one of those weird things. I don't know why they didn't just make a whole cartoon of it. I get the movie was cheaper, but I don't know, why didn't they make a whole cartoon? And why didn't they go further with that? That's what I'm surprised by with the Kiss meets Scooby-Doo collaboration celebration movie. Why didn't they go further with that? Why didn't they make action figures? Why didn't they make posters? Why didn't they? There probably is a poster somewhere, actually. Why didn't they make more stuff? I feel the branding there was there. The opportunities were there. Scooby-Doo fans? Kiss fans? They're crazy. So they could have made some money, but they didn't make any money. They didn't do any of that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Kiss did have the singles box set that was cool. Yeah, I have that singles box set. I have the vinyl version. Did the CD? I need to get that sometime. Oh yeah, that was really cool. I bought it when it was on sale on Pop Market, I believe. Do those big sales where things are like super discounted. And I didn't buy it the day it came out. You might be sensing a trend here. I don't always buy these things right when they come out. This is very cool. It's very nice. It is completely unneeded as far as like a physical thing to hold and touch and lick, but so we have those songs all in so many different versions. I know there's like some single exclusive versions or whatever. They're not that, but it's very, very cool. Does anyone else have that singles box set? That when we came out, I think, what was it, like $200 or something? I think my sell price I got it for was around $100, which I felt was more than worth that. It's a nice set piece on the Kiss corner over there. It really is. It really, really is. Good evening, AJ. Good evening to you as well, my friend. Don't kill me in the Jason mask. Big Four: Ramones, Motorhead, Thin Lizzy, and Stooges. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be a big four of. Because you have Ramones and Stooges, like punk rock, and Motorhead, like punk kids love Motorhead, but Thin Lizzy's definitely classic rock. Motorhead's more metal than anything, or even rock and roll. Those are all good bands, though. Those are good bands. Don't get me wrong. Ramones are one of my favorite bands. A lot of people don't know that are on here and such because they're just not. I don't know. There's not as much opportunity. It feels like sometimes to talk about them on here, but maybe we'll do an episode dedicated to them at some point. We will. I know for a while back I said I wanted to try to delve into some bands we have not discussed before, but I've just been so busy. That's why the episodes haven't been as frequent in general. But now that we have more people here, I'll bring this up again. I brought it up early on, but we do have a KISSMas episode that hopefully will be out this Wednesday, fingers crossed. If not Thursday, and if not then Friday, Christmas Eve. But I kind of don't want to do it then because I know everyone's gonna be busy, and I know they'll be busy before that. But I personally think it's a funny concept. It's an advice video in a lot of ways, and it's about a subject matter. It's about a character in our lives that a lot of people have asked me to do a video about, an episode about again, even though I haven't done any in a while. So hopefully, hopefully you can figure it out. You'll like it when it comes out. Trust me. I find it humorous. I find it. I worked on it earlier today. That's why we're streaming here, because I had all this stuff set up. Because I filmed it over here actually, the lights, KISSMas tree, all that. And I was like, whatever. Let's just do a stream a little bit later. So I went and had dinner, and now here we are. Yeah. They should make a Kissology 4 with 1999 through 2020 on it. I agree. I also don't think we'll ever get one. The concert and music DVD and Blu-ray and 4K market, I don't even know if any of them made it to 4K, but the physical disc market, concerts and music footage and things like that, is dead. It's completely dead. I know people say that about the music industry in general, like, oh, it's done and blah, blah, blah. Music industry is never going to go away. It's just going to continue to change, and the way people monetize their art is going to continue to change. But I would honestly, without a shadow of a doubt, say the DVD and Blu-ray market is done for bands. It's done, which sucks, with the exception of being like a super, super big band. Like Taylor Swift could still put something out and make some money on it. Could. And probably does. K-pop artists definitely still put out Blu-rays and DVDs because they're huge. As you're probably sensing a trend, pop artists can still make money with this stuff, but I don't think we'll ever get Kissology 4. I think before they did that, I think we would get something where like you could buy the shows online or stream them or something, which is, also I don't see Kiss doing that. They're not very technologically advanced for a band. The technology is not their friend, I mean, could you imagine if there was a service, if Kiss went in and they made a service where you could stream these audio and video bootlegs, all of them from all the years, remaster them, find stuff that hasn't ever been released, remaster all this. It'd be a lot of work. But could you imagine how cool a service like that would be? They'll never do it. They will never, ever do it. Well, how cool would that be if it's just a Kiss one? Because there are streaming services for like concerts and stuff, kind of. There's that one, I don't remember what it's called, but like I looked on their site, they only had like one show from everybody that was featured on there. That's this giant list. Like it's got shows from Black Sabbath and Alice Cooper and Motorhead and Ramones and all this stuff, but that's all it is, like one show from each artist. So like I didn't get the service. I had most of the stuff on DVD. It was mostly old DVD releases. You thought you meant the top 4 overall. Oh yeah. Well, that's hard to pick top 4 bands overall. That's a good list though. Ramones, Motorhead, Thin Lizzy, Stooges. It's a good list. I don't know what my top 4 would be. I mean, Kiss is number 1. You'd have Butch Walker up there. You'd have Prince up there. Alice Cooper, Tokyo Jihin, Sheena Ringo, Ramones. I don't know what it would be overall. It'd be hard to pick 4. Top 10 would be easier for me. Maybe that'll be an episode of some top 10 bands. Top 10 artists. Maybe we should say artists because Prince, of course, singular. T. Iron Maiden Blu-rays will never die, though, hopefully. See, that's another one. Like, made in other countries can still make money off of those. So they release them over here because it's like a byproduct. But even then, like, when was the last full show they put out? Did they put out a Book of Souls show? I know they did. They did a Book of Souls vinyl, like, live recording. But was there a Blu-ray? Like, I don't know. I really don't. I have quite a few Iron Maiden DVDs. Do I have any of the Blu-rays? I can't. I know they put out some Blu-rays like Flight 666 and such, but I have a bunch of the DVDs. I do. I have Flight 666 on DVD. I also have that that one that has like the best of the early years, or the early years documentary, or whatever it's called. That one's really cool. I have the what else do I have? Do I have the Rock in Rio one? Maybe, I don't know. I have a couple. I have one, and one that has like an old show from the '80s. That's like an older one too, like a kind of a crappy DVD. In all honesty, like quality of the DVD, the performance is stellar. Even though it kind of looks like it was ripped from a VHS tape, probably was. Mind you, there could be a DVD market too, or more so a Blu-ray market for these bands. I feel if they did it direct to the fans, just off their website, just do it off your website. Especially a band like Kiss, it doesn't cost a lot to manufacture these things. The biggest cost, the biggest thing involved in cost would be remastering and cleaning things up and getting it to look half decent in HD or even 4K. But like, fans will accept what you can give them. Discotheque in the anime world is a great example of that. They do what they call SD on HD Blu-rays, and what that is, these old shows that just are never going to look great by modern standards, specifically as far as anime and tokusatsu and things like that. But they'll put out the standard definition version because it can't be cleaned up any further because like the masters are gone, or that's all it was made in, or whatever. And they put them out SD on Blu-ray. I think I said SD on HD. That doesn't make any sense. SD on Blu-ray, though. They put them out standard definition on a Blu-ray. You can put a bunch of stuff on a Blu-ray disc when it's in that format, and they make money at them. They make money. So why could a band like Kiss not do the same? You could fill that thing up with shows if they were standard definition, but they wouldn't do that. They'd probably just put one per disc. That'd be okay. I see people buying that. I'm buying it all. But you couldn't, trying to get it into stores and stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance, a completely dead market. And I don't see Kiss doing that for the simple fact that it's cool. They don't do cool stuff. Iron Maiden, for example, could possibly do it. Metallica could do it. Doesn't Metallica have the thing where it's like all the streaming shows or something like that? Again, Kiss could do. They have the fan base. The stream die. Did we lose the stream? Did the stream die? Are you guys seeing me again? It looks like the stream might have died. Am I back live? Are we live again? I think we're live again. I don't know. Hopefully we are. Let's look on one of the monitors here. It looks like we're having issues. Are we back to being live again? Okay, I think we're back to being live. You gotta love live streams. Gotta love live streams. Gotta love them. If someone watches this back on the VOD, they'll be like, "What was going on there?" Well, apparently my internet died or something. I don't know, but it's back now. But yeah, with the okay, cool. We're back. Thank you for letting me know, Jeff and AJ. But yeah, with the one that you were just saying, Jeff. I mean, you didn't get a show though, so that's terrible. That's terrible. It was terrible what happened though, more so. I mean, mind you, Paul got off easy considering Partech and everything. Unfortunate, but very, very unfortunate. But between that, Dean getting in and getting Tech no longer being with us, and who knows what happened with the audience members. I don't know that it was a good idea to go on tour. That might be the nicest way to say it. Mind you, had I been in one of the areas they had went to that I could have easily went to the show, I probably went. I masked up and went in. But they didn't play here during that run of shows, so I didn't have to worry about it. The closest one was still like a 5-hour drive, and I knew some people that were going to it. That was cool. Or like, maybe not a 5-hour drive, more like a 4-hour drive, whatever. Like, you want to go? Want to go, Chris? Want to go, Kimchi Chris? And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm going to be fine. I also skipped Dragon Con this year for the same reason. But we're not here to talk about the negatives. What we are here to talk about is KISSMas, because it's that time of year. So what's everyone doing for KISSMas? I want to know. And by that, I just mean Christmas in general. Are you going on a trip? Do you have some cool presents you're expecting? Do you have some cool presents you got somebody? Do you know that, Uncle Santa Gene Simmons brought you something nice under the tree? Do you have any idea about those things? Me, I just typical normal stuff, going to see the parents, the cats, and everything. Decking the KISSMas tree back there. I don't know. Can you tell from here that that's got like Paul Stanley Sierra 1985 as the star on top? How ridiculous is that? You'll see that in the episode that's coming out later this week, though. There's a close up on that. Maybe we'll post something on Instagram as well. I thought that was funny. I thought that'd be a funny way to put the Star Child up there, because he's the Star Child. Having Pete Star on top. They canceled the next night after we saw them when Paul's guitar tech passed away. Yeah, that's such a sad thing. There was someone that sent me a DM that was really mad that I didn't make a whole episode about that. But I can't remember if it was that I was busy or what. But I wasn't sure what to say. Was the problem about that? Because like it's a tragic thing. But when other people pass away, like when Eddie Van Halen passed away and things like that, making an episode about that is pretty easy to do. But I didn't know a lot about the guitar tech. I'm blanking on his name right now. Even I know that's terrible because the guy gave his life for the band that we all love, essentially. But yeah, have a holly jolly KISSMas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas in the rear. I'm gonna try my best. Eat some cookies, drink some beers, have a good time. Hopefully, have a good time. We might even, we're gonna get the new episode out this week because I'm kind of inspired to try to be doing some stuff again. Might try to get a new episode or a new stream out next week post Christmas. Maybe. Well, speaking of which, on things too that are gifts, I shared this earlier. We're gonna share this again. Everyone that's in here, if you could do me a huge favor and give me a huge Christmas present that doesn't cost you a dime, I just posted in the chat the link to my second channel where I post music and video game stuff, and the future is gonna be some life stuff, just stuff that doesn't fit on this channel because we're gonna keep this music from moving forward. Go subscribe over there, even if you sounds bad, even if you don't care about that stuff. Just help me out. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers over there so that we can get a URL just like on this channel, and that'd be really cool. Plus, again, my music is over there as I release new stuff. I don't know when the next single. No idea. I've released a single this past summer. Just as Kimchi Chris. No idea when the next ones will come out, but if you can go sub over there, it'd be awesome. Give the video some, it'd be great. Some thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. A lot to me this Christmas. It'd be cool. There's even a video from my birthday haul for all the presents I got from over on Twitch for my birthday stream over there. Which there's a Kiss item in there. Got a Kiss item. So there's some crossover. There's some crossover. Thank you so much, Jeff. Thank you for subscribing to that. I haven't really been promoting that channel like at all, but I am going to be doing some content over there, so it's going to be cool. I really want to get back though regular on this channel to where we can do 2 videos a month and maybe a stream a month on here or something. Maybe the same over there, and we're going to keep the Twitch. Because I'm inspired again, and that's always a good thing. I'm sure I'll burn out again. That's what I do. That's what I do. I need to, like, when I'm in a good mindset about all this, like I am right now, I just need to record a bunch of like evergreen content that can be released at any point and just put it out. Or not put it out, save it for when I'm not ready, But the thing is, on this channel, I like doing all the news stuff, and the news has been so sad over the last year as far as music goes. If I wanted to do a video about every show and every tour that's canceled, I'd have a new episode to make every day of the week, basically, because we're still getting stuff canceled. Who was it? I was reading somebody canceled something earlier today. I think it was like that hardcore band One Step Closer. I think someone in their group got the pandemic. I know Brian May just got it too, but apparently he's doing pretty good, so that's wonderful. But we're trying to get all this stuff just interconnected, interlocked, interconnected, because it is all one thing. It's all me, at the end of the day, and it's all you guys, because these episodes, these channels, all this stuff doesn't happen without you guys. Because trust me, if nobody watches any of this junk that I throw out there, then the junk doesn't keep coming. That's just how it is. So it's always valuable. If you guys have any suggestions for upcoming episodes, let me know. Let me know, because I have some ideas. Hopefully we'll get our butts together and get them done. But I have some ideas. Tomorrow's going to be a work day, I think. I think I'll be streaming tomorrow night on Twitch, though. That'll be fun. Because I'm kind of behind over there as well. I'm always behind. I try to do too many things. I think that's what the problem is. I'm just too I'm too all over the place when it comes to this content creation and such. I can't concentrate on one thing. I I can't do it. I can't handle it. I've got to have multiple things going at all times. I've got to have multiple things going at all times, and it's a little bit of a curse. If I concentrated solely on one of these things, be it this channel, be it the other channel, be it music, be it Twitch, be it something, I think I could be very successful at one of them. But that's part of the charm of this, is trying to balance it all and trying to confuse people as to where to follow me and what to do things with. That's why I only have one Twitter account now. Put all the Twitter stuff on there. I don't think I shared this over on Twitter. I probably should have. Now that we're almost done too, it would make no sense. But people can see the VOD. They can see that. But yeah. That's pretty much all I had to say. Wasn't sure what the point of this was, but I wanted to get on here and hang out with you guys. But I think we're gonna wrap stuff up here in a second. We've been going about an hour, and that was kind of the goal. Is wanted to get on here a few minutes and hang out with you guys. Didn't want to do a marathon of like 3 hours or anything like that. When I feel sad, I watch your videos because they make me more happy. Thank you so much for that, Jeff. Wow, really? Why do my videos make anybody happy? That's cool. That's inspiring. That's inspiring to me. See, I get as much back from you guys as I supposedly give to you. You can relate. Wow. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what it's all about. It's all about hopefully getting people through some stuff, helping them out, and hopefully making a difference in a positive way. That's why I don't do the negative stuff anymore. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the KISSMas video that's coming out in a few days, it's satirical and comedic, and it might be considered negative. But I try to stay away from the negative stuff, And even when I do the negative stuff, I try to have a happy ending to it now. That's the thing that I do. I think that's important. You can't have a problem without having a solution as well. Well, I guess you can, but you shouldn't when it's content, art, whatever it is that you're putting out into the world. You need to have a solution at the end of the day. You can't just complain. You can't just be negative all the time. And on here, there's plenty of channels for that. And I'm not putting any of those down, okay? I want that to be known. There was someone once, that when I was saying something like that, they're like, oh my God, you must hate Almost Human, the arguably biggest Kiss YouTuber. And I said, no, I don't hate him at all. That's a character. You don't understand that's a character. You don't understand him. Because I've met the guy in person several times now. Such a nice guy. Welcoming. And, sure, those opinions are his, and he's not trying to please anybody, but I get what he's doing. I completely get it, And, could I go that route? Sure, but it doesn't match me as much. And it's weird because, like, when you meet him in person, I feel like it doesn't match him, but it matches him in his presentation because, again, a lot of people might not look at this as art. They look at it as his content or dumb YouTube videos, but it is art. It is an art to get on here and talk, set up all these lights. Look, I make myself brighter. I don't want to do that, but, set up these lights, set up this microphone. I had a mental breakdown almost trying to get this thing to go live earlier because I hadn't done it in so long, and I forgot that OBS changed something in their settings. I mean, people, they see this and they think like, oh, someone's on there. They're just talking into a microphone. It's a lot more than that, but it can be just that, to be fair. I mean, there are channels like that, but if you want to have something of value that you can cherish down the line, cherish down the road, show to people, and one thing I'm looking forward to with this is, when I'm 10 years down the line, who knows if I'll be doing this, but these episodes and this content, assuming YouTube survives, and I think it's going to survive a lot longer than 10 years, it's still going to be here. And even if they don't survive on here, then I've got it saved on my hard drive. If you've noticed in the newer episodes, I always say hi internet, not YouTube, because there has been that thought that's crossed my mind of, what if YouTube goes away one day and this all gets moved over to wherever? It gets moved over to Twitch, gets moved over to Amazon Prime, gets moved over to a new platform. This is what we have to remember these moments. And that's something I wish I had started making episodes and videos on YouTube when I was 16. You know, I wish I'd done that because this will be such a picture of the time. You know, it really will be. But when we get to that point, it's going to be nice to have these memories. It's like home videos, except anyone can go watch them. Anyone go watch your home videos. They're all public when you're a YouTuber. And I really want to get back to doing vlogs. There's been nothing to vlog about. I thought about, or I was going to do a vlog at Rock and Pod this year, but I was just having too much fun. But these will be the memories that will go on for generations in some cases, possibly. You never know. You never know. Go down that rabbit hole. You can see all kinds of things about YouTubers that died. Hopefully I'm around for a whole lot longer, but, you know, I do a good job. Thank you, Hanoi. Thank you so very much. Peter Criss has a couple of bad solo albums. Yeah, he has the one. But yeah, so I don't know. That was a weird tangent I got on the end. I kind of want to make episodes like that at some point. I feel like motivational. Maybe do that on the other channel. How I would even focus in on that. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much. I hope everyone has a Merry KISSMas. About to get out of here. There will be a new episode this week. Hopefully Wednesday. Not Wednesday. It will be out before Christmas because it's a KISSMas episode. Think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much for stopping by. And see you the next time. One chum.